Another live stream on Call of Duty World War II. And yeah, I really want to know how to get into the public headquarters, because I don't know how to do that. Please just tell me how to do it. I'm trying to grind for MP1. M1 carbine, semi-automatic rifle that fires. Oh yeah, I sort of liked this gun when I was playing bots yesterday.
Hardcore team deathmatch.
Oh yeah, I didn't really like this gun. It's a weird gun.
We have the momentum.
Okay, it's good in hardcore though, so I'm fine with it. Let's clear out the back.
Lost the lead.
Where's everybody at? Yeah, I love this gun already. In hardcore at least. It's a one shot with no attachments. It's just in hardcore, but still. I'll be playing hardcore a lot, so I'm fine with it.
We're winning the fight.
Oh. Let me try this gun out. Okay, not too bad.
We have the lead.
I need to go into a party.
Breaking their backs. Get suppressing fire.
What? How did you do that? Oh, the PPSH. Oh, I actually killed somebody. Oh no, that was my teammate. from behind. Dang it.
Moving by the smoke funnel. Reloading. Moving at the bow.
Oh, my aim was just a little bit off.
Hell of a shot.
Oh my gosh, what gun is he using? Oh, probably the PPSH or the STG. Dang it, I pressed the wrong button. Come on. Wait, why'd we spawn over? Oh.
Enemy recon aircraft observed. I need covering fire.
Drop down. We need a UAV. That's what we need.
Missile bombs ready.
We got Molotovs.
Fire in the hole.
Oh, I didn't see that guy.
Find cover.
Oh. What?
Enemy recon aircraft observed.
How did I die by that? I was under cover. I mean, I was in cover.
Enemy care package observed. Stop there and resupply.
Oh, yep, they are flanking. What? They're from the back?
Tossing grenade. Grab the AM gun. Enemy bomb
What? Come on.
Filling out maneuver. Incoming enemy artillery. Get to cover. We have fire superiority.
Nobody better walk in front of that except the enemy.
At the stairs. We need reinforcements. We're breaking their backs. Enemy bomb incoming. Get to cover. Enemy strafing run incoming. Get to cover. Enemy care package observed. Stop there and resupply. Enemy recon aircraft observed. Carry the day. Nice work, soldier.
I just need to find a good gun and stick with it. Lieutenant Colonel 48. What's my KD? I want to know what my KD is. 58. It's terrible. Why do I keep seeing Jeff? Oh my gosh. Let me see if this is phase Jeff right now. No, it's Jeff phase. Okay, we're good. How do you get into the public headquarters on Call of Duty World War II?
Team deathmatch. Time to show what you're made of, soldier.
Hello YouTube, my name is Nero. Today we have some more Call of Duty World War II. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the full version of the game. I was actually fortunate enough to get an early copy of Call of Duty World War II, and what I thought I would do for this video is share with you guys the headquarters, the social space. This is actually going to be our home away from home here in Call of Duty World War II. We are going to be spending a lot of time here, so I thought I would make this quick guide showing you guys everything there is to do here in the headquarters. Let's get started. First things first, let's check out the mailbox here. This is a place where you want to go ahead and check out very frequently because you are going to be paid armory credits every couple of hours and of course logging in on a consistent basis. So armory credits are going to be this currency that you get, and you're going to be using them in a wide variety of ways here within the headquarters. And of course, since it's a mailbox, this is also going to be where Sledgehammer Games sends you things. So if you did pre-order, this is where you pick up your bonuses and stuff like that. Let's move away from there and check out the firing range, which of course is a very big feature here. Now we're actually going to be moved from third person up to first person as soon as we enter the firing range, and here is where of course you can test out your different weapons. And if you can't already hear it, they did in fact change up some of the weapon sounds, going from the beta here to the live version of Call of Duty World War II. And as we exit here, it's going to immediately take us back to third person where we can check out our soldier. Next up, let's check out the quartermaster. The quartermaster is going to be where you go to accept contracts and check out your collections. So contracts first. These are going to be like they were in previous years. You actually spend some of your armory credits to pick up a contract, and then you are rewarded if you complete it. So for example, the two ones that I have here are going to be get 130 kills in any mode, that gives me a rare supply drop, or get 3 headshots in any mode, that gives me 750 XP. Some examples of different ones here are going to be 35 kills in domination, 35 kills in team deathmatch, 20 kills in team deathmatch, 25 kills in domination. Pretty easy stuff, but you have to spend your armory credits to acquire them, and this is also one of the ways you get supply drops. There is no currency in the game whatsoever that allows you just to buy supply drops. You have to actually get armory credits and complete challenges, and of course play the game itself to earn them. Now let's move on over here to collections. So this is actually going to be where you can check out the epic variant that we're talking about. Check this little thing out here. So this is going to be the epic variant of the Lee Enfield sniper rifle. It's going to give you a 10% soldier XP bonus, and it's also going to give you a D-zombie hurt, 1 shot, 1 kill. And to acquire this, you need to have all the prerequisites. So if you played Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered, it's going to be very similar to that system. You need all these things here, and once you get them, you will be then rewarded with the roundabout Lee Enfield. The same is true for all the different weapon variants. I'm going to show you some of them very quickly here for those that are interested. Here's going to be the Epic PPSH, one of my personal favorites. Let's go down here to the M1A1. I love this thing right here. Fight the Dust looks very cool in my opinion. The 1911, freaking cool looking. Wait for it to load. We are on the console here. That looks pretty awesome, doesn't it? You of course have the grip and you have the little stock there. Very cool. Let's check out the MG15 we actually saw in some...
Dang it. He's trying to quick scope him with his own sniper.
There it is.
Oh crap.
Alright, so that's basically going to be the quartermaster.
I'm gonna try to get the Kar 98. It's a good gun.
And immediately check out the quartermaster, because of course supply drops are going to be trying to sell you supply drops and stuff like that, so you can basically always access the quartermaster no matter where you are here within the headquarters. I'm all the way over here by the firing range.
Bruh.
All I have to do is hit right trigger, go over here to
That was
the
a lot of lag
quartermaster,
right there.
and suddenly I can access her. So you don't actually have to run up to her, but I think that's the only instance of that actually happening here within the headquarters feature itself. Next up, let's talk to Major Howard here. So Major Howard is going to be where you go to get orders. Now, orders are actually very similar to the contracts that we looked at previously, but you don't actually have to pay anything to actually get these orders. They're just here for you to complete. You have daily ones, which are marked in red, then you have weekly ones, which are marked in purple, and by completing them, you get different rewards.
Oh, they have Molotovs.
Total score, or 250 armory credits, or a normal supply drop, or a rare supply drop for the weekly ones. These are just more challenges for you to do here within Call of Duty World War II, and if you combine these orders with
His sniper is way too fast for me to quickscope him. The Car 98.
Which is definitely a pretty awesome thing. And real quick here, guys, here is my favorite part of the headquarters. Just standing right here, I think it's freaking incredible. We, of course, in due time, we're going to check out that entire down area right there. Now let's go over here and check out the prestige.
Possible that I could quickscope him, but
this is where you go
most likely not gonna
I
happen.
just caught the game. I am not ready to prestige. Once you are ready, you go through here. There's going to be a big cinematic and an event where they actually rank you up and stuff like that. It's going to be pretty awesome. And right here is where you actually prestige your divisions. But again, I just got the game. I am not ready to go ahead and do that. Let's check out the feeder. So the feeder is definitely a very interesting aspect of Call of Duty World War II. There's actually a competitive tournament happening. You can come here and watch that happen right here from the game itself. Though unfortunately, you can't just like stand here and have it be playing up there on the projector. You actually have to go up to it, then hold X. There's going to be a bit of a loading screen, and once you're in here, this is where you can watch those live events. You can also watch some videos on demand, such as the Quarantine trailer, the Brotherhood of Heroes documentary, and the Nazi Zombies trailers. For example, this is what it's going to be looking like here. You can actually toggle full screen and then just watch this stuff from the game itself without having to go to your computer, which is kind of a neat thing. It's an immersion thing. You can also rewatch the Division videos if maybe you missed them, which is kind of neat as well, because they're actually pretty hilarious if you guys haven't already seen them. But let's go ahead and back out of
7 years old. Already the posturing has begun. Too cool for school. Leaning against the wall. How fast the world got to him.
How did I miss that?
This is such a cool little feature. Like, as I said, the headquarters is going to be our home away from home here in Call of Duty World War II. Now let's go ahead and head down this way. So here's going to be the emblem gallery. This is actually going to be where you can craft your own emblems. They have some pre-builds here by default, which you can just pick, which actually look pretty good. But you can also use them as kind of like a base. So let's take the John Smith one here, for example. Oh, I did that.
Oh crap, teammate.
Go here, and then you can actually start customizing it to your liking. So it's kind of a neat little system, and eventually they're going to make it so you can actually upload your emblems and other people can download them. Here in the game, it says coming soon. Let's head down.
Oh, we lost.
Here is going to be where you can actually go and do your score-free training. The score-free training is actually pretty incredible.
See, the Car 98 is so good. Look at that.
Play around with it here. This is something that we've always wanted in the Call of Duty series, because how bad is it when you get like the biggest, coolest score streak in the game, but you don't know how to use it? Like the phone, for example, you're all confused, like where are the controls, what do I do? And you end up wasting it, right? You can come here, you can practice, and get a feel for what every score streak in the game is actually going to be like, which I think is a really, really cool feature here within Call of Duty World War II. Next up, let's go over here. This is where I believe you just go to look at leaderboards. So here we have the War leaderboard, here we have the Domination leaderboard, and over here is going to be the Team Deathmatch leaderboard. It's only for the headquarters members, so I assume that is everybody that is in your current instance. Of course, the headquarters is not big enough to fit millions and millions of players. There's only a certain amount of people in here at any given time, I believe 48. So by that very nature, whoever's actually in the headquarters, it's going to rank everybody that's there with you and put them on the leaderboard.
Mountain Prestige 1.
Here is going to be the R&R area. Now, I said in the previous video, this is where a cool Easter egg is going to be, and here is going to be that Easter egg. You can play old Activision games. How freaking neat is that? Like, I get these weren't around back in World War II. It's not exactly historically accurate, but it's a cool little Easter egg. These are, of course, the same ideas that were used on the Nuketown Easter eggs for the Treyarch games, for example, where you complete the Easter eggs, suddenly you can play old Activision games on the Nuketown monitor. It's kind of like the same idea, but it's here within Call of Duty World War II. You spend your armory credits, so you can play some of these games, which is actually pretty neat. I thought that was such a cool feature. I'm a big fan of that. Over here is going to be the gunsmith. So actually, this is where you go to prestige your weapon. weapon. Again, I just got the game, so I'm not ready to actually do that yet, but this is where you prestige your weapon, and by prestiging your weapons, you can actually go in. Wait, there we go, completing challenges already. I can't wait. Area that way and that way that we just simply can't actually access. Over here is going to be another one of those areas. So for example, you have these people sitting right here. How come we can't go down there? What's actually going to be down there? They could definitely be adding some more things to the Hello?
Cargos.
Hello,
Cargos, like great deals from top-rated dealers near you.
Because you are going to be paid armory credits every...
Advance and take position. Stay wary. Pick your shots.
I was lucky enough to receive a copy of Call of Duty World War II early yesterday from Activision. This is the first time I've ever received a Call of Duty game early. So I wanted to first thank Activision and Sledgehammer Games for giving me a chance to play it. Now with that said, the first video I wanted to cover is in regards to headquarters. I know this is similar to something that's been in Destiny, but having never played that game, this was truly an experience for me. When I first read about it, I didn't think they'd be able to pull it off without some sort of flaw. But let me assure you, it's flawless. You can socialize,
that was nice,
compete,
right there.
earn rewards,
A
show
double
off accomplishments,
snipes.
and connect with fans and friends. The best part about it, though, is that it's so fluid. There's no lag, there's no cumbersome menus, it's all straightforward and easily navigated. It's a bit overwhelming at first, but you get the hang of it really quickly. So let's talk about what there is to do in headquarters. First of all, you can do your emotes, which are just actions. And each time you perform one, a line of text will pop up that the entire headquarters can see. There's also proximity voice chat, and you can easily mute players if you don't want to hear them. At any point while you're in the headquarters, you can go directly to the main menu, which allows you to then go to a public match, a ranked match, a private match, the campaign, or even zombies. So there's a few focal points to note. First up is the quartermaster. It's here where you can look at contracts or collections.
4-1 with a sniper.
And they all cost something called armory credits, which is simply this game's currency. Some of them are pretty difficult. For example, getting 35 kills in TDM in 10 minutes. That's basically a 35 kill TDM game in one match. The reward will vary from in-game double XP, normal supply drops, and even rare supply drops. Now collections is basically where you can buy cosmetic items. For each weapon collection you go into, there's the requirements to get the epic weapon.
Oh, those mines
For
actually
example,
work.
to get the epic grease gun, you'll need to unlock all the items below it to earn it. Take note that you can get some of these items out of supply drops, which will help you along the way as well. For some reason though, not all weapons are listed here, so I don't know if some are supply drop
I'm
only,
good with
or if they'll add more
sniper.
later.
Well, this
Now, next
sniper,
up
I
is
like
the
it.
mail area.
It's fun
You'll
to
be coming
snipe.
here a lot, as every 4 hours you can collect something called your payroll, which gives you a certain amount of free armory credits. This is where you can collect your specially redeemed items, such as double XP tokens, special calling cards, or even camos that may have came with your game. The game will alert you if you get a new message in your mailbox, so be sure to keep an eye out for it. Beyond the mail area is the firing range. Everyone in the entire headquarters can be in this area at once if they wanted to. You can also access this area directly from within Create a Class with one click of a button, just like in Advanced Warfare. There's also a one-on-one challenge game associated with the firing range, but I'll cover that in just a bit. Now in the center of the headquarters is someone called Major Howard, and he represents the orders section. Now these are different from contracts as these last longer. So there's daily and weekly challenges here. You can have 3 of each active at a time. The weekly ones almost all give you a rare supply drop, and the daily ones can give you social score, double XP, or a normal supply drop. You can cancel out of a challenge at any time and replace it with another. But again, you can only have 3 of the daily and 3 of the weekly active at once. The next location is the theater. This is where you can watch live streams such as MLG events. You can also rewatch the Division videos as well. There was just recently an update that added some new videos here, so you'll have to check back from time to time and see what they've added. Next up is the Emblem Creator. If you go to the Emblem Gallery sign, you can see the options, which are craft, upload...
Come on. That sniper is just overpowered. I'm having fun sniping, guys.
On day one. You are, however, currently able to craft an emblem. It looks like every other system that prior games have used. Now the next area is the Leech, which contains even more things. The score streak training range is the wooden tower. If you enter this area, it'll take you out of any lobby or party that you're currently in. So this is a single player only event. It also loads up as if it's an actual map, and it kinda is. So once in here, it's sort of like a mini game. You'll have friendly teammates and enemies engaging in a battle right in front of you, but you're stuck up in the wooden tower. Now you can shoot a pistol or a bazooka. They also give you a shovel, but for what reason, I'm not sure. You're stuck up in the tower, so you can't obviously hit anybody. So you can select any streak in the game, and you'll get to use it one time. Simply call it in and watch it wreak havoc on the enemies down below. It also tallies your stats for the duration you're in here, including kills and streaks shot down. It'll then give you a final score. The next area is called the R&R tent. In here, you can play all of Activision's older games, most of which were found on the Atari system. You do have to spend 10 armory credits per play though, and there doesn't seem to be any reward for playing these games. It's just a way to pass time. So the next area is inside this cave, and it's the zombies area. I think it's a little redundant since there is a way to jump into the zombies from the headquarters menu itself. But this
11-6 the sniper right now. Not too bad actually.
If you're in a party, this is the only way to access it. Next up is the gunsmith truck. In here, you can prestige your weapon or create a paint job on it, just like in Black Ops 3. Now, prestiging your weapon can add either a kill counter or a clan tag. Unfortunately, the paint job boxes all say coming soon, but again, it was said that these will be available day one. Now, the last area with the big chalkboard is the 1 versus 1 pit. For some reason, I think this area wasn't working. I'm sure it'll be functioning come day one, or maybe there weren't enough people to play it just yet. It kept putting me in a queue to fight someone, but no one else ever joined. It sounds fun, and there's going to be a leaderboard of sorts for this too.
Oh my gosh, how did I not get that guy?
Headquarters. However, we're not done yet. Hitting triangle on the PS4 will show you who's currently in the headquarters with you. You can click a person's name and then mute them, view their profile, or even inspect their soldier. Now when you walk right up to someone, holding square on them will give you a few more options. You can choose to inspect them or mute them again. But
that would have been the cleanest no scope ever if I hit that.
Your social score. The shootout challenge though is pretty damn cool. So watch here as I instigate a battle with none other than Optic Crim 6. After some taunting, he challenges me to a shootout, which instantly takes us both to the shooting range for a duel. The object is to outscore your opponent by shooting more targets. Unfortunately, he whoops my ass. I've yet to win one of these shootouts, but I don't think you get anything for doing so. Now lastly, let's talk about supply drops. Each time you open a supply drop in headquarters, the entire area can see it.
Let's go.
Does a line of text show up?
Oh, he came third place with the sniper.
Wherever you call it in, just like if you're technical in an actual match. So to call your own in, simply hit R2, which brings up a little menu on the bottom right-hand screen. You can call in a common, rare, or a zombie drop. You can also quickly access the quartermaster from here. Once you select one, you're given the option of where to call it in at. Picking a spot will have it fall from the sky and open right then and there with a nice animation as well. If you get a weapon or calling card or something that's equipable, you can equip it from the drop itself. This entire system is incredibly fun. There's no option to buy supply drops currently, but I'm sure that'll be coming soon. As of now, all the weapons and supply drops are definitely cosmetic only.
Oh yeah, now I have the machine pistol.
XP bonuses, such
Oh,
as
let's
my
go.
Epic Torch pistol here, which grants plus 10% XP per kill. Some of the weapons also appear to give you zombies perks, but no other advantages in actual multiplayer. So that wraps up the tour of headquarters. Overall, I'm very impressed. The supply drop system is surprisingly smooth, as is the entire headquarters itself. There's absolutely zero lag, and there's so much to do. The fact that there's daily and weekly contracts day one is beyond incredible. Not to mention there's also timed orders that can also keep you busy as well. Reading about headquarters left me skeptical at best, but actually
loot, I mean armory credits, social score, as well as supply drops. So first up, let's have a look at the sort of housekeeping things you should do every time you log into the game. First off, there is a daily login bonus, and this bonus increases if you're on a streak of logging in every single day. So you always want to try to make sure you at least log into the game every day, even if you're not planning on playing any games. Log in, make sure you collect the daily login bonus, and the longer that streak goes on, the higher the multiplier you get for your daily login. In addition,
New host,
every time you get
really?
into the headquarters, head over to the mail area and collect your payroll. This can be done every 4 hours, and if you're super serious about this, you can actually just set an alarm on your phone or something like that, so it'll
Every
remind
4
you of
hours,
that.
just set an alarm
This
on the
doesn't
phone.
stack. You can't leave it for 8 hours and then go collect it twice. You collect it every 4 hours, and the timer resets the moment you collect it.
I don't care about this stupid camo. I'm using the.
Collect your daily and weekly orders as well.
Is that even ranking up my stuff? I don't think it is. I didn't mean to go shotgun. But I am, so.
Just keep in mind, you can only have 3
Dang it, I pressed the wrong button to shoot. Guys, I'm having real fun. Really, I'm having a lot of fun with the snipers. Come on. This map is definitely not the best for snipers. USS Texas, nope, definitely not. Oh no, it's Black Tower. Yeah, I'm gonna back out. This is definitely not, because everybody's camping. So yeah.
If you can complete it within a time limit. As far as I'm aware, every single contract in the game is a time-based thing, and keep in mind with the time that it gives you there when you look at the contract, that is in-game time. That doesn't include time in lobby, so don't worry about that. Don't panic if it starts taking too long to load something, for instance. This is just in-game time, and then if you complete that contract, you'll get the reward that is stated in the contract. Again, this is going to be things like XP, social score, or supply drops. So those are the basic housekeeping things that you should do when you first get into the game every single time you log on. You should check all those things out, and if you aren't doing that before actually playing games, it's kind of wasting your time playing games where you could be earning all this extra loot. So as much as you might want to just hop in and play the game, make sure you take care of it with just these basic things first. Now let's take it to the next level. If you're really serious about getting loot, there are various other things that you can do in the game. The first of which is in the headquarters area, watch other people open supply drops. I know it sounds silly, but it works. You go around and you see somebody
I didn't even know I completed that one.
towards that supply drop, and over time, this will give you XP as well as supply drops for yourself.
I'm glad you
Now, I haven't done
volunteered.
really detailed testing on this, but it seems like every 5 or so supply drops that I watch, I get a little bit of that. And then every dozen or so supply drops, it could be a little bit more, it could be a little bit less, I'm not sure I've calculated. I get a supply drop of my own just for watching other people open their supply drops. Quite a weird system, but if you've got some time to kill and you just want to maximize that without actually playing the game, which honestly I don't know why you would, but some people are into that, then just go around and watch people open supply drops. Or if you just happen to be in the headquarters killing time or doing something else, and you see somebody open a supply drop, just quickly run over, watch them do that, and that will add up over time. The next thing I want to talk about is social score. Social score is something that I haven't seen too many people break down in any sort of detail, and it took me a while to figure out exactly how this system works. Basically, social score is something that you get for performing various actions, mainly within the headquarters, but also, like I said, contracts and orders can give you social score as well. With this social score, as you build it up and as you increase your levels, you'll unlock various things from armory credits to actual loot items. And just in case you were curious about how to actually see your social score, this took me a little while to figure out. I'm a little embarrassed to admit that, but then again, these menus can sometimes be a little complicated since we're just getting into the game now. I'm sure down the road we'll get used to it. But if you're interested in seeing what your social score is at, all you have to do when you're in the headquarters is press start, go into the menus here, go to your soldier, scroll down to dossier, and click dossier. On the right hand side, it will show you your social score level as well as your progress towards your next level and the reward that you'll get once you reach that next level. As you can see here, when I level up at this point, I will get 1,000 armory credits, which is a pretty decent amount.
Then when I do level that up, my next reward for reaching the next level is an actual weapon.
Sit down.
1928
Sit down. Just sit down, buddy.
There are various rewards for increasing your social score, and I've got a couple tips for you guys to increase your social score in the headquarters a little bit faster, aside from just completing orders and contracts. The first thing, and probably the easiest way to do this, if people cooperate, is to commend people within the headquarters area. In order to do this, all you have to do is run up to another player, hold square on PS4, X on Xbox, whatever the button is on PC, it'll prompt you there for it. Hold that button, and then you'll see there's an option to commend them. You can only do this one time per player. I don't know if this resets after a certain period of time, like if you wanted to do it with your friends every couple days or something. I'm not too sure about that yet. But as far as we're aware, at least for now, this is a one-time thing that you're able to do. When you commend another player in the headquarters, they get 25 social score. Now, unfortunately, it doesn't look like you get anything out of this for doing it for them, but if people start cooperating here and start reciprocating when this happens, then it's a win-win for everybody. Everybody's going to get 25 social score, which is a decent amount for doing such a simple action. Like, some of the orders only reward 25 social score, and they require you to play for a few games in order to get that, whereas this can happen just instantly if the other person reciprocates. So I urge you guys, if you are in the headquarters and you notice that somebody commends you, you'll see it on the bottom left when someone commends you. I think it should pop up a little bit more clearly so people can actually see when this happens. If somebody does that to you, please reciprocate and commend them as well. It takes you no time at all, and it really adds up for people over time. Also, if you're trying to maximize your social score, people are a little bit clueless as it is right now, it seems, but run around and try to find people that are actually moving in the headquarters. The people that are standing still are most likely AFK, they won't even notice that you commended them, but if there's people that are moving around, it's clear that they're in the game and they're paying attention. Go and commend them, and then hope they reciprocate. Maybe do a gesture or something to them, and you can actually rank up your social score quite quickly this way, as long as you manage to get people to reciprocate that. I'm hoping if enough of us YouTubers push people to do this, we will start seeing a system where people actually reciprocate, but like I said, as it is right now, it's a little bit tricky. One other thing you can do to increase your social score is open supply drops, but don't just open them near other players in the headquarters area. When you do this, it gives you a little bit of social score per supply drop that you open. It looks like the maximum right now is 4 social score per supply drop if you're opening it near other players. But if you open it completely away from other players, in this situation, for some reason, I ended up in a headquarters lobby by myself. I opened a supply drop up, and I got 0 social score. Now, it doesn't look like you have to be, like, touching the person with your supply drop or anything. It just has to be in the general vicinity. So most of the time, as long as you're dropping it in this area that you can see me throwing it here, you're going to get that 4 social score every time you open a drop. But just make sure you're not going to some random corner of the map to open your drops. So with that, we're going to wrap up today's video. I'm sure as time goes on, I'm going to find new ways to be earning social score. I know there's these air raids that are supposed to happen within the headquarters, where there's a random raid and you have to get to the artillery guns to take those planes out that are attacking you. I haven't seen or heard of that happening yet, but I know that when that does happen, when they eventually activate it, that will award social score as well. So there are definitely other ways to earn social score. I just haven't found them all yet. I'll be sure to keep you guys posted on that in the future once we get more information. But I wanted to get this video out as early as possible so you guys can get on the right track to earning this loot more effectively in COD World War II. One other thing that I really want to mention here, and I urge you guys to do, save your armory scraps as much as possible. I get that there are some bounties and some collections there that are really intriguing and you definitely want, and if you really, really want it, go ahead and do it. But just keep in mind, is why am I alone in the headquarters? On top of this, a lot of people are saying, well, how do I get social score? And how do I commend other players? Because one of the daily orders is to actually commend other players. How do you do this if there's nobody in your headquarters lobby? So first up, let's answer the question, why am I in a headquarters alone and is my game broken? The simple answer to this is it's completely intentional and it's not broken. And also, normal headquarters lobbies will be coming back. I don't know when, but they will be coming back. Sledgehammer did announce this a few days ago, but a lot of people missed that. The reason you're spawning alone in the headquarters is their normal headquarters system, where everybody was spawning together in a headquarters, was being completely bombarded, and it completely screwed up everything in the game. If you guys remember back to the first 2 days of the game, For many people, they were stuck on this loading screen for like 10 minutes, or they literally just couldn't get into a headquarters or into a game at all. By making these solo headquarters areas where you don't have to connect to other players, it reduced the load on the servers very significantly, and now for the most part, people are able to load up the headquarters and like load up and get into a game, and the issues with this have improved significantly. So it turns out the video I made this past weekend about the server issues, my speculation was right. The headquarters system was to blame for most of those issues. That's not to say that they have everything running completely smoothly at this point. I know there's still people having issues. I know I'm still having a ton of issues every time I finish a game, or not every time, but most of the time when I finish a game, I get a disconnected from server message, and when that happens, the win doesn't count, and I believe I also lose my match bonus XP. So it's really frustrating, but at least I'm able to load up the headquarters in a reasonable amount of time, and I'm able to get into a game. So Sledgehammer is currently working on this. I hope we get the normal headquarters system back relatively soon, where we get full lobbies of people. But until that happens, just a couple tips for you guys. First off, commending other players. There was a daily order yesterday for commending other players, and we might see another one in the future, or if there's any other time where you run into a situation like this and you have to complete that order, you can actually commend players in a pre-game lobby. All you have to do is when you're in that pre-game lobby after you search for a game or you're between games, you can scroll through the list of players, select their name, and you can commend them from there. They don't have to be in the headquarters with you. So that allows you to complete that daily order really quickly, really easily still. And one other big tip I want to give to you guys is supply drops. In its current state, save your supply drops. Don't be opening supply drops in the headquarters alone, because you're missing out on a bunch of social score. Social score is going to be important in the long run, so make sure you're saving up your drops for now. Once the headquarters are fixed, then open your drops in front of everybody. Or I guess the alternative is, if you have a few friends, get your friends to log in and join your headquarters, because you can still do that with your friends, and then open your supply drops in front of them. Don't open your supply drops alone. And that's going to wrap it up for today's quick video. Later today, I will have my accuracy drill coming, which I'm quite excited for. I hope you guys...
And I haven't seen anyone else post information or videos past the first prestige of any division, and I've already got my infantry division to the max prestige. So hopefully you guys find this video informative, and if it does help, remember to drop a like and subscribe. So without further ado, let's get into today's video. So you guys already know you have 5 divisions that you guys can play through: the infantry division, the airborne division, the armor division, the mountain division, and the expeditionary division. Each division can level up 4 times and go through prestige, which will give you rewards for doing so. So as you guys can see, we're going to be using my infantry division for an example for today's video. You'll want to go to your create a class, and from there click on a loadout and then select a division, and from here you'll be able to choose from one of the 5 divisions for your loadout. So you'll see that my infantry is already at level 4 and everything is unlocked, opposed to the other divisions here where you can see that they still are level 1 and some things are still locked. And you'll also notice that at the bottom, underneath the division progression here for my infantry, it says infantry ready to prestige. Visit division officer in the headquarters to prestige. So we're going to exit out of our loadout here and our menus, and then head over to the headquarters and then go to our division officer. Now for those of you that might be new, he's actually really easy to find. All you got to do is go straight from where you normally spawn in from the headquarters and take the path on the right of where you would normally go to take your orders from Major Howard. And from here you'll see the division officer standing there at a desk with a flag of the division that you're using behind him. Now all we got to do here is interact with the division officer, and right away you'll see the division.
What? How is that a hit marker?
Division, in my case the infantry division, your division level will reset back to 1, but you will keep progress towards your player rank, your weapon levels, your challenges progression, and your customization. So this basically means, guys, that by prestiging your division, this has no effect on your overall account, and nothing changes except for the division level and what it looks like and what you guys get for it. So below that you'll see the rewards, and this is where it changes across all of the divisions. But all divisions have similar rewards, just different weapons or items and names. So by prestiging your division for the first time, you'll receive a weapon special to your division and a basic training perk. You can also see what these weapons are in your creative class when choosing what weapons to use, even though they're still locked. So the infantry division will get an SVT rifle, the airborne division will get an MP40 SMG, the armor division will get an MG42 LMG, the mounted division will get the Kar 98K sniper, and the expeditionary division will get a using the infantry division, of course, so I'll be awarded the SVT rifle along with the
Enemy
basic
recon
training perk
aircraft
scope.
observed.
On the right-hand side, you'll see your Prestige 1 division icon, which changes from your colored patch to a bronze patch. And then from here, we can enter Prestige 1, which will give a prompt saying enter division Prestige level 1 by entering division Prestige. Your division level will be set to 1. Are you sure you want to enter division Prestige? And with that, just hit Prestige. And now, you'll be Prestige 1 of your division. Your level has been reset, and no changes to your overall account has been made. And you'll also get a trophy or achievement for prestiging your division called Divisional Commander, as you guys can see at the top.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna lag out.
People usually only cover up to this part for any division, talking about what weapons you guys get, but there's a lot more that happens when you guys get to Division Prestige 2, 3, and finally the max level 4. After getting to Prestige 2, you will be awarded an animated calling card specific to your division.
Hey, good to see you, soldier. I need your help.
At Prestige 3, you will be awarded a uniform specific to your division. Finally, at Prestige 4, you'll receive a secret weapon specific to your division. But now, at this time, guys, I haven't been able to find this weapon as an option available in my weapon select menu for whatever reason. I'm not sure if it's because Sledgehammer didn't expect anyone to get to Division Prestige 4 this quick, or if they still have to roll out some patch updates, but I haven't been able to see this weapon since then. It doesn't seem to be a weapon variant of any sort, nothing that I can find added to the collections, challenges, or anything like that. So, for now, this secret OAO rifle will remain a secret along with all the other Prestige 4 awards for the other divisions until more information or patch updates roll out. So that is going to be everything you guys need to know about prestiging your divisions, what happens when you prestige your divisions, and what you guys get for prestiging your divisions. And when we get more information about these secret weapons, I'll be sure to update you guys again with another video. But with that ends this video here. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys found this video helpful and enjoyed it, remember to drop a like, subscribe if you guys haven't already, and turn on post notifications here on my channel, and follow me on Twitter to stay up to date on everything regarding my videos.
Why am I using a shotgun?
Leave any comments or questions you guys have down in the comments below, and I'll do my best to answer them for you. So, thanks again for watching, guys. I'll catch you guys next time. So, later days. Peace out.
Why did it pick out a shotgun? What does a flare do in this game? Nothing.
Enemy recon aircraft observed. On the cliff bridge. Enemy bomb incoming. Get to cover. Enemy care package observed. Stop there, resupply. Enemy recon aircraft observed.
Come on. He's using the Car 98 when he's level 1. I'm just gonna put a real gun not a sniper rifle on my mountain division.
Well, that's not bad. A 23-minute stream got 15 views and 6 likes. Yeah, that's not bad. Alright guys, we are back. Unfortunately. Not bad, not bad. Alright. I mean, as long as it's... Oh, okay. As long as it's non-copyright, I don't care. What's up, Shano? What's up, Faded Mist? Are you Master Prestige yet? No, I'm not, Jay. I'm Prestige 1. Oh, these people are completely different from my last stream. Well, welcome, guys. In my last stream, I had to restart the stream because I had an infinite loading screen, but... I hear that bass, man. It's sexy as hell. I know, but I can feel that bass, bro. You mind if I... Hold on, bud.
I'm just gonna have to restart the stream.